to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man that go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
Queen.
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't roll my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X to my jeans and I got...
This is the sound of Eric's phone.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your Friday Night Vitamins. All right, your Friday Night Live. Okay, so let's get ready to get into it. Everyone, please get those likes up. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right, and if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. Exit stage left. Okay, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. Look at Juju talking about the Queen is queening. All right, Chanel is here, Nettie X, Kadarian, Kathy B. Kathy B, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a few days. My Aunt Egypt, All Hell Nah is here, Bronze Flat Power God, Christ, Truth, Freedom. It says the Addams Family Reunion. Not the Addams Family. Lady E is here. Chris B is in the house. All right, Martell, I see you, beloved. Lana L is here. Juju said, low down, dirty scoundrels know what to do. Deronda is here. Miss Pretty is in the house. All right. So let's get into it, Root Trackers. Okay. Everyone get those likes up. Please like and share. Hey, LeVar. All right. Okay. LeVar said, got to go to bed. Just stopping by. Have a good night, everyone. Hey, beloved, you have a good night, too. All right, so let's get into it, Miss Cookie, because you know it's all nefarious. All Hell No said, the Queen said, you will wait, peasants. All Hell No, quit being messy. Okay, quit being messy. Kimberly is here. Shout out to my moderators in here late at night. I'm about to lose my voice, just so y'all know. I'm about to lose my voice. I've been in the studio today, honey. Hey, Claudette. I was in the studio making a song for my haters, a diss track for Diddy and the rest of them. So let's get into it. First things first, can we just talk about Stevie J? Now, Stevie J is sitting up there acting like he wants to fight 50 Cent. Okay? Is he serious? Let us say we're here all night for the nefariousness, okay? Now, this fool said he wants to fight 50 Cent. Now, I don't know how much you all know about Stevie J, his fighting skills anyway. But see, I'm from Atlanta, so I know that Stevie J cannot fight, okay? I literally saw Scrappy knock him out, all right? The writer said, I'm just getting off work, Queen. All right, just in time. Lady E said, you've been working, Queen. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to start it off with that video of Stevie J talking crazy. Talking crazy. Hold on. Let me pull it up real quick. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share.
What's good, man? Curtis, what's good, man? You and your feelings about Daphne? Is she would gang them? Or is it that you sucking little rock? However it go, I want you to fade, nigga. Fuck all that. Since it's entertainment, let me beat the shit out of you on TV or something. Don't duck that. I'm calling you out. What you want to do, Curtis? Curtis!
Stevie J, don't get mad at 50. Listen, he just seeing the evidence like we seeing the evidence. He ain't do it. Diddy did. Diddy the one with the files on his computer and finding up all this shit. You already know 50 gonna be an instigator anyway. Now you wanna fight 50. Don't fight 50. No. Fight Diddy. Matter of fact, fight yourself. You did it.
Curtis was...
Stevie J, please sit down somewhere, okay? Stevie J needs to sit down somewhere. Lana says Stevie is guilty. Yes, he's guilty. That was him in that picture. Okay, that was not that adult film star. Okay, that man just took the rap for him or was clout chasing one of the two. But I'm pretty sure that was Stevie J. That's who it looked like. And here's the thing. Let's not forget that Diddy told Little Rod that it was Stevie J. Okay, allegedly. All right. Kimberly said, Queen, I've been binge watching you since my birthday, February 25th, and I'm here for it. All right. Well, thank you, beloved. Hey, my birthday was February the 27th, so you're a Pisces. All right. I love it. Okay, Lady E said, why is he mad? That's sus. Okay. And Stevie, all of that mess in his closet. Exactly. Now, he wouldn't be so pressed and stressed if there was nothing truthful about what was said about him and alleged in that lawsuit. I find that also interesting and quite frankly nefarious. But anyway, I digress. Now, first things first, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, for those of you who don't watch football, okay, he plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Right, and so anyway, he's distancing himself from Diddy as the rap mogul faces a mountain of troubling allegations, okay? And so back in the year 2014, Mahomes shared 2 posts that included the phrase P. Diddy, which is what the Bad Boy founder went by from 2001 to 2004. Now, at least one of the tweets appears to have been completely unrelated to the artist, as it mentioned a friend with the username @PatDay75, who seems to be a longtime friend from Texas. Mahomes, on another post from February the 16th, the date of 2014, the NBA All-Star game in New Orleans, where Diddy performed alongside other musicians like Pharrell, Nelly, Busta Rhymes, and Snoop Dogg. He put, yeah, P. Diddy. And so now he's deleted those tweets. Everybody's distancing themselves from Diddy. I mean, can you blame them? Can you blame them? And you all do know that Kim Kardashian deleted, she unfollowed Diddy like 24 hours before that raid. What do y'all say about that? What do y'all say about that? And then I want you all to pay attention, because remember when Diddy, I told you guys that Diddy went to see Kanye perform. You guys remember when I reported that? And I thought that was very interesting, because I had just previously reported how Diddy and Kanye got into it. And then Kanye was calling him a fed and all of that, and then exposed the text messages between them. And Diddy was like, meet up. And Kanye was like, I'm not meeting up with you, fed, okay? And so everybody clearly knows that Diddy was working for the feds. Please pay attention. Everybody with sense. Now, with that all being said, Kanye now has said, supposedly, that Diddy was trying to meet up with him to try and gather intel, to try to get information, okay? I just want you all to pay attention. So he's still working for the feds. Is that what he's doing? Is that why he's out and about just having a good old time, acting like everything's all gravy, acting like he doesn't owe the bank a jaw-dropping amount of money? Okay, let's get into it. Because according to my calculations and receipts, it says that he owes the banks nearly $100 million after taking out 8 mortgages on his 3 extravagant homes in Los Angeles and Miami that were raided by Homeland Security. Now, I find this all very interesting, because Diddy is supposed to be a billionaire. So he should still have coins left, even after settling with Cassie and all the other stuff he's been through. But see, I told you all at the beginning of all of this, I told you Diddy didn't have all that cash. He had it on paper. Yeah, on paper it says he's a billionaire, but he really isn't. These elite people have got him in check. Okay? And at the end of the day, here's what they say. Please pay attention. Diddy has borrowed an eye-watering $140 million from multiple banks to pay for his extravagant property empire. Now, I'm sorry. Somebody make this all make sense. How does this man who's supposed to have all these coins take out all these mortgages for $140 million? You see, Boosie's not a millionaire. And I'm talking about Boosie Badass, the rapper. But his entire estate here in Atlanta is paid for. He doesn't even have a mortgage. And then he's supposed to have all that cash. See, that's how you know people be lying and faking, honey, okay? I'm just telling you. So with that all being said, goes on to say that this is raising questions as to whether he really does have a $1 billion fortune. I already told you all months ago that no, he didn't. Okay? It could be the biggest home loan amount ever taken out by a Hollywood star, as the 54-year-old has needed several mortgages to fund the purchase of 3 luxury mansions in Los Angeles and Miami. This all sounds crazy. But he has all this money for freak-offs. I want y'all to pay attention. But I guess that doesn't really matter, because he allegedly got that money from Lucian Grange, okay, in UMG. Now, all 3 were raided on Monday by Homeland Security after mounting sexual harassment and rape lawsuits, with agents ransacking the homes, taking away boxes and bags of evidence. Nearly $100 million is still owed by the rapper, and which is due to be paid back in the next few years, with one $23 million loan needing to be settled by 2029. I bet they hate they did that with Diddy by now, because 2029, where will he even be? Where will he even be in 2029? I have questions. Now, he purchased his LA home for $39 million in August of 2014, situated in the celeb enclave of Humbly Hills. It has 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and an underwater swimming pool or swimming tunnel that connects to a grotto. They love these tunnels, don't they? Now, it's been saddled with 2 mortgages from the Bank of America, both for $25.35 million in 2014 and then May 2021, and neither appears to have been paid off. Now, the former is due to be repaid in full in August of 2029 and the latter in May of 2036. Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs, has also bought side-by-side luxury estates on uber-wealthy Star Islands in Miami Beach, both of which were also rated this week in the SEX trafficking probe. 2 mortgages were taken out when he bought the waterfront 9-bed, 12-bath pad in November of 2003 for $14.5 million from Sony music head Tommy Mottola. Y'all remember Tommy Mottola, okay? He used to be married to Mariah Carey, and the one that Michael Jackson said was the devil. And so, goes on to say, it appears there were financial constraints at the time for Combs, as one of those loans, a balloon mortgage for $1.5 million, is from previous owner Mottola and had to be paid back within 2 months. It looks like Diddy has been living a whole lie. I just want you all to pay attention. I'm about to show you the documents in a minute. This is all nefarious. Now, it goes on to say the second was for $7.25 million with City Mortgage, and it's due to be squared up in December of 2033. It became more complicated 2 years later in February of 2005 when he initially borrowed a further $22 million from HSBC Bank USA, and the move was so risky on the bank's part that Combs had to personally act as a guarantor. This is all crazy. Why is this man borrowed all this money? But he's talking about he's a millionaire. See how these lies be going down? And some of y'all be sitting up here worshiping and praising these people like they're just doing it so big. Honey, it's all a facade 9 times out of 10. It is all a facade. I'm going to share my screen so y'all can see the document. It's all crazy. Y'all see that? All Diddy's business is out here in these streets. Please pay attention. Mary said lies. Okay, absolutely. Nothing but. This is all crazy, honey. Oh, here goes another one. Let me put the screen back up. I mean, all his business is just being exposed little by little. But he wants us to think he's out here just having a good old time. Diddy, please sit down. There's another one. You can see it right there, mortgage. Look at all these mortgages. Look at it. Just look at it. And look how he was living so lavish. Living high off the hog and can barely afford this stuff, honey. Let me go back up so you all can see this other property. Look at all them documents. See, this is why he's broke right here. Hold on. Let me scroll back down. Look at that. I mean, it's beautiful, of course, but you're going into all of this debt. Oh, so crazy. So anyway, goes on to say, for one of his Miami properties, he's taken out 5 mortgages totaling $68.45 million. And so far, he's paid off $42.35 million. Now, the mansion next door was purchased in July of 2021 from Gloria and Emilio Estefan for $35 million and has 10 beds and 6 bathrooms. First of all, why is he buying all of these properties? I understand if you're trying to get real estate because you want to build generational wealth, but clearly you can't afford it because you have taken out 8 mortgages. It's much simpler than the mortgage deals from the adjacent pad, as he's only had 1 home loan for 20.7 million with Bank of America due to be repaid by August 2036. Now that means across Combs' Los Angeles and Miami homes, he's taken out 8 mortgages worth a total of $139.85 million, okay, of which $97.5 million is currently outstanding. He is likely to have other property in his native New York and possibly elsewhere. This is all ridiculous to me. I mean, I don't know why these people just be trying to front so hard. Let me let you all see this too. Y'all see how these folks be out here lying, acting like they live in lifestyles of the rich and famous, more like lifestyles of the rich and shameless. Please pay attention. Look at this. All that property. It's nice. Big, nice kitchen. Okay, I've heard enough about his money woes. But so, yeah, Diddy's been outside. He was out with his daughters at Top Golf in Miami. And then today, just about 54 minutes ago or so, he was out with this guy. And let me go to the footage. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. And I'm also going to let you all hear with Willie from the group Day 26, what he had to say about Diddy, saying Diddy stole from them and ripped them off. Out here stealing all this money, you can't even afford mortgages. You got to get 8 of them. You have to borrow all this money from banks after all the money he stole. This is what you call a prime example of chickens coming home to roost. Okay, please pay attention. Please pay attention. This is all crazy. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Did I not upload that video? Hold on for a second, beloveds. Okay, so I'm going to start this upload, and then we're going to get into this other stuff because Suge Knight is being messy from prison again. I never saw anybody behind bars who stays so up to date on all the mess that's going on. Okay, here it is. I thought I uploaded this already. Oh, I know what I did. I did upload it. I think I did. Hold on. No, I guess I didn't. Okay. Or maybe I uploaded it but forgot to put it in the queue. Hold on, beloveds. I'm double checking something real quick. Hopefully this is it. I think that's it. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about it. First of all, before we get into this, let's talk about him at Top Golf with his daughters. Now, I missed this memo earlier because I thought he was still somewhere hiding under a rock. Okay, Diddy swinging in Miami amid federal probe. Diddy created the image, what me worry? Thursday night as he took his twins to hit up Top Golf in Miami, the same town where the feds raided one of his homes earlier this week. These people are so dramatic. Diddy flashed a peace sign as he left with 17-year-old daughters, Jessie and Delilah. The girls smiled as Diddy walked behind, raising his 2 fingers. You can't look more chill than the Sergio Tacci velour tracksuit he was rocking in. Honey, I don't know nothing about that. He probably owes them money too. Okay, please pay attention. He probably put that whole suit on layaway. We're told that everyone was in good spirits as they played for 2 hours, although behind the scenes, it's anything but calm in the Diddy camp. TMZ is so messy. I want y'all to pay attention. Said behind the scenes is anything but calm. Okay, so basically calling him out for fronting, because that's what I'm doing too. Diddy knows that he is clearly about to have a whole nervous breakdown. I want y'all to pay attention. This man is clearly about to have a whole nervous breakdown. Let us say, Queen said layaway. I'm just saying he's in all this debt. You out here borrowing all these millions from banks and owing 8 mortgages, dude, and you're supposed to be a whole billionaire. I'm just saying. He probably does have that jogging suit on layaway, honey. You never know. Please pay attention. But anyway, it goes on to say, now, as you know, both his Miami and LA homes were the subject of a Homeland Security raid Monday, where federal agents zeroed in on electronics, including cell phones and computers. Now, they say the feds are in the process of issuing a slew. Please pay attention. That means a lot for those of you who missed it. They're in the process of issuing a slew of subpoenas. They're especially interested in manifests from private jet companies to figure out who Diddy flew from state to state and out of the country. This is getting like a whole lot of Epstein talk, okay? This is like Epstein's talking, honey. Please pay attention to another flight list. Diddy is a target of an SEX trafficking probe, and the manifest will help investigators determine if these allegations bear fruit by tracking down the various passengers and interviewing them. Now, they said we covered it all on the latest episode of the TMZ podcast. I bet y'all did, honey. Y'all are so messy. Y'all are so messy. But I want you all to pay attention because, see, here's the thing. Diddy's out here acting like he's having the time of his life. Meanwhile, subpoenas are being issued out, okay? He's not hardly having a good time, honey. He's trying to play it off. That's what he's trying to do. Hold on. And also, they have subpoenas for all of the companies. Diddy, they say Fed subpoena multiple companies after the raids. Now, the feds are issuing subpoenas to the companies doing business with him, aiming to identify anyone with information pertinent to the SEX trafficking probe. Now, sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ subpoenas are all bearing Diddy's real name, Sean Combs, were sent this week to various providers tied to the rapper, including his private charter jet, the phone providers, and computer companies. Now, why do you think they would be having subpoenas for the phone companies? Y'all already know what time that is. They about to start checking them phone records. Okay, please pay attention. They say we're told the subpoenas were fired off by the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, which, as we've reported, is running the investigation. Our sources say subpoenas will also be issued to commercial airlines and possibly the FAA, just in case Diddy opted for commercial flights instead of his private jet. Okay, as we reported, the Fed's goal is finding out who flew on Diddy's dime and where they went. They're not only looking for alleged victims, but also any potential witnesses who could support or dispute allegations of human SEX trafficking. This is about to get real serious. This is like a whole movie. Where is 50 Cent? Because I need him to get started on that documentary real quick. When I tell you people are going to be singing like mockingbirds, this is all crazy. Virgo Flower said, I know what, after all this, they better at least give him 10 days, all this noise. I know that's right, honey. If he doesn't get anything, it's going to be looking real suspect for as I'm concerned. Now they go on to say it'll be particularly intriguing to see if people who've sued Diddy were on those planes. What's more, we're told the subpoenas will enable feds to gather more intel about the nature of Diddy's involvement with those various businesses. Goes without saying that this is a crucial aspect of the federal investigation, which began with raids on Diddy's LA and Miami homes on Monday. Now, we've been told that the feds have already interviewed several people connected to the lawsuits filed against Diddy. It's going to take time for authorities to determine whether they have enough evidence to indict due to the expansive nature of the investigation. For now, Diddy denies all wrongdoing and there are no restrictions on his travel. Ooh, honey, this is all crazy. But let me continue. Let me continue. Now, listen to this, because Young Miami has come out and spoken. Okay? Diddy's ex, Young Miami, has evidence that she did not transport pink Coca-Cola to the rapper. I want to see this evidence because I don't believe her. But anyway, here's what she says. They say the allegations Lil Rod has made in his lawsuit are completely false. A source close to Young Miami exclusively told exclusively told US Weekly, not Us Weekly, US Weekly, claiming that she has time-stamped photo evidence of her in New York City when the lawsuit claimed that she was trafficking Tusi, aka Pink Coca-Cola, for Diddy. Young Miami was named in legal paperwork. But here's the thing. Where's her proof that she wasn't an SEX worker? Where is the proof of that? Where is the proof that she wasn't wired money for her work as an SEX worker? By Christina Corum. I have questions, Miami. Where is that information? I didn't see those receipts. Bet she doesn't have them, but let me continue. So goes on to say that she was not transporting the Tusi, aka Pink Coca-Cola, which is classified as phenylethylamine. I hope I said that right. Phenylethylamine 2C-B, and is a combination of ecstasy and Coca-Cola. Now, Diddy allegedly obtained the drugs from Brendan Paul, who was arrested for the Coca-Cola and marijuana possession charges earlier this month. When Paul didn't bring the drugs, Lil Rod claimed that Diddy went to Young Miami as a source. They say plaintiff and the Combs Rico Enterprise were rehearsing for something. Well, I already told you all this. This is all in the documents, in the lawsuit that I read to you the other day. How they were going to a festival in Virginia, and then he told Brendan to bring it. He forgot. And so then Christina Corum called Young Miami and asked her to bring it, which she allegedly did. Now, in a statement to U.S., Diddy's attorneys denied the accusations by calling Jones a liar. Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly, looking for an undeserved payday. How are they going to say it's undeserved when this man produced 9 songs on Diddy's lame album? Okay, that's what his attorney Sean Holly said. His reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. Who wants to get headlines for being played out of their money? And assaulted when you're a grown man. I'm just saying. Now, that same day, Lil Rod filed the new paperwork. On the same day that he filed the new paperwork, Homeland Security raided Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami, reportedly in connection with a federal SEX trafficking investigation. While it's unclear whether Diddy was on the property at the time of the raids, he was spotted at the Miami International Airport just hours later. Diddy's attorney, Aaron Dyer, has since released a statement about the raid. You all remember I told you what he said, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. When they came to raid the house, I'm willing to bet y'all Diddy probably snuck out the back door. Diddy probably ran out the back door and left those kids in there and went to the airport. Okay, he was probably in the house the whole time. Just went out the back door. Okay, Jutta said a liar that lies in my queen voice. Okay. Claudette said pacing back and forth. Exactly. Coco said, yep, Diddy ain't going down by himself. He about to sing and eat some Red Lobster. You all remember that? Do you all remember that? When Mike Epps was imitating the people on 48 Hours and how they be asking for food and then they start snitching, and the guy, he was acting like he was eating some Red Lobster and licking butter off his fingers and telling everything. Oh my goodness, you already know that Diddy is going to sing like a whole Mississippi Mass choir, okay? If he gets indicted. Now, this is what his attorney Aaron Dyer said. I told you all this days ago, but it's quite funny to me. Yesterday, there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed on Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. Mr. Combs was never detained, but spoke to and cooperated with authorities. Despite media speculation, neither Mr. Combs nor his family members have been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted. He went on to say this was an unprecedented ambush paired with an advanced, coordinated media presence leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. Then they say days later, Diddy was spotted looking unbothered while at Top Golf in Miami with his daughters. I know he was looking unbothered, but the truth of the matter is he's clearly pressed. Okay? And who wouldn't be? And who wouldn't be? Now, with that all being said, let's talk about Suge Knight. Because Suge Knight said Diddy needs to watch his back. He said, watch your back, Puffy. Brother Love handle won't fly in prison. Oh, Suge Knight isn't above kicking a man when he's down, especially when the man is Diddy, because he has an ominous reaction to the federal raids on the Bad Boy Mogul's homes. TMZ Hip Hop obtained this new commentary from Suge, saying, we're told it's an outtake from his Collect Call podcast with Dave Mays, and the Death Row founder is clearly convinced his longtime rival is destined for prison just like him. This is all crazy. Not destined for prison just like him. But I digress. I'm telling you, TMZ is something else. Suge says that his thoughts and prayers are with Diddy's kids, particularly Justin and King Combs, who were detained in handcuffs but not arrested. Okay, in LA while the feds conducted the raid. And let's not forget, Suge likely has, maybe cares a little bit for Justin because he used to mess around allegedly with Misa Hilton, Justin's mom. And remember, I showed you all the picture back in early December where Suge was, in fact, at Misa Hilton's home with Justin, who was then a toddler or an infant. And so Suge says the allegations against Diddy made in several civil lawsuits are ugly stains for hip hop and black culture and suggests he turn himself in. What? I want you all to pay attention. Suge Knight is so... I absolutely cannot. Hold on. I have to go back to this. Nasha said P. Diddy should be excited to be getting all the pussy he all the pussy he wants in jail. Eric says Puff's biggest trick was having grown men call him daddy. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? We should have known he was nefarious then. Okay? But Suge says that these allegations made in these several of these civil lawsuits are ugly stains for hip hop and black culture and suggests he turned himself in to the authorities. It's important to note that Diddy has not been arrested or charged with any crimes, but Suge obviously thinks that he knows how it's all going to play out now that the U.S. Attorney's Office is in on the case. I cannot. Oh, I absolutely cannot. So anyway, he goes more into detail about his issues with Diddy as well as Jermaine Dupri on the most recent podcast episode. Suge's friend Big Jake was infamously killed in 1995 outside an Atlanta party, and he's been beefing with JD and Puffy, as Suge still refers to him ever since. And of course, there's the old East Coast, West Coast rap wars. The TMZ, as TMZ first reported, Diddy's team sees the whole federal investigation as a full-blown witch hunt. But Suge thinks it's time he prepares for the worst, a federal trial, conviction, and then prison. Wow. Now, in the audio, he warns Diddy to avoid using his newest nickname, Brother Love, when he's eventually doing time. Because as he put it, prison isn't the proper setting for... I'm sorry, but this is hilarious to me. This is hilarious. I am literally about to cry. Hold on. In the audio, he warns Diddy to avoid his newest nickname, Brother Love, when he's eventually doing time. Because as he put it, prison isn't the proper setting for such a title. Keep in mind, Suge serving a 28-year sentence for manslaughter in a California state prison. As they say, misery loves company. So no great surprise, he's celebrating Diddy's legal woes. Oh my goodness. This is all so messy. Anyway, let me go to what y'all are terrible. Durana said Diddy's his cell gonna sound like someone running in flip-flops. I absolutely cannot. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to what Willie from the group Day 26, what he had to say.
Down here at Pura Vida by my pad, run into the man right here.
What's up?
Miami's like that. It's a movie.
They said they found the porns in the house, and the box was labeled, take that, take that. I was like, man, that hell yeah, he robbed us. And we want our fucking money. God damn it. No, he did rob us, though. I ain't bullshitting about the robbery. But, hey, man, he in a bit of a pickle right now.
Daddy.
It's funny, but it's still, I don't know. I don't want to laugh at no shit while some shit happening, but hey, motherfucker say Diddy had got on a jet and got the fuck up out of there. That shit funny as hell to me. I was like, man, you got to find a surveillance camera. Diddy had dogging to that bitch. Diddy was probably hitting it on the surveillance. Shit would have been a shit show a long time ago. Never tried me, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, no. I don't know who to try, who not to try, I guess. I mean, it's what it is. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't from around here. You know, so play with who you want to play with. Yeah, man. Other than that, though, you know, the money for them goddamn songs now, that's a different ballgame. Whenever they start saying, hey, man, we give a fuck about the fuckery of them songs, too. I'll be front and center like, yeah, you know what? I want my What's up? God gonna be God, you know, so. You can think what you want to think, man. He gonna come get his. So that's just the bottom line. So whatever you reap, what you sow, and you gonna stand on that and understand that, and that's just what it's gonna be. Every day, all day. It ain't for me to go in and help. God do his own thing. And then he put himself in position to let you know that he in control of it. So, you know, at that point, you just let God do God. It ain't for me. For this battle is not yours.
Did this ninja bust out with a gospel song? Let me continue, honey, because I absolutely cannot. Now, TMZ has all the scoop. Now they say Diddy is outside and about in Miami, and he's even speaking now too. Evidence in a new clip that an influencer took of the mogul out in the wild who was captured with Stevie J. Now that would be the bald head guy that you all just saw. That's who he was with. I guess Stevie J is supposed to be his security now. I just have questions. Fitness trainer and life coach Wes Watson, who has more than 1 million followers on Instagram, posted a video and a photo on Friday that shows Diddy at a cafe in town called Pura Vida. And it looks like Puff was in a good mood, flashing a smile and even chatting. It's called faking the funk. Okay, please pay attention. Now, unclear which location this was at specifically. There's a zillion of these in the area. But our bet is that it was one of the ones close to Diddy's homes there on Star Island. Okay. And then they say Stevie J's there with him. It's interesting to see Stevie showed up here because he was also recently named in a lawsuit alongside Diddy, which included a salacious allegation that turned out not to be true. I don't speak so fast because I think it absolutely is true. That looked like Stevie J in that screenshot. Now there was another, but you know what? Here's the thing. Like I told you all, Diddy told Lil Rod that it was Stevie J, and so I believe it was. But also, here's the thing. Stevie J is likely on a lot of that video footage that's allegedly been taken from Diddy's house. Okay? It's probably on a lot of that footage, and maybe that's why he's trying to stand by him. Who knows? Because who knows what else they were doing at those parties? Remember, the people at those parties Here's the thing. The people that were at those parties were engaging in illegal activity. Remember, allegedly, according to Lil Rod, he said they were doing a bunch of illegal activity. Okay? And that was specifically apply to Lucian Grange, Christina Coram, and Ethiopia Haptemariam. Okay? Because they were the ones, according to Rodney Jones, bringing in the illegal substances. Christina Coram, she was having people to bring that in, her and Brendan Paul. And then who was bringing in the SEX workers? Oh, Christina. Christina was the one, according to the documents, that allegedly was paying and negotiating the fees with the SEX workers. Okay, I'm sorry, but all of this sounds illegal. Denise says, I always make sure to avoid drinking beverages during the live stream because y'all crack me up. I know, right? They are so messy. They are so messy, beloved. Now, it goes on to say there was another guy rolling in their crew, but it's unclear who he might be. In any case, the point is Diddy is stepping out and living his life. More evidence that he's not hiding out. Now, remember, this is actually the second outing that we've seen Diddy on in the past 24 hours. On Thursday, he and his teenage daughters went to hit up Top Golf, and there too, and Diddy didn't seem to be stressed about the situation that he found himself in this week. Let me tell y'all something. Once in the chat, Naja said, Queen, your chat is so nefarious. I know, right? But once in the chat, if you all really think that Diddy is not bothered, once in the chat, if you all think Diddy is unbothered, as he's trying to put out. Tawana said he's under surveillance. He should be. I hope he is. That video of Stevie J in bed doing an interview, that hand was definitely a man's hand. Oh, yes, of course. Okay, some people put in twos. A few people put ones. Okay, I'm going to tell you like this. I absolutely think that he's stressed and pressed. Who wouldn't be? Listen, look at it like this. Even if you didn't do any of the things that you're accused of, the fact of the matter is that you've been accused of it, and that's got to be embarrassing. You're losing businesses. You had to pay out money. There's more money you're going to have to pay out in legal fees and all of that, and not to mention they raided your homes and just tore up everything. It's a whole mess in there. You got to pay for that. Now you got armed guards out there you have to pay for. And not to mention you already owe these banks $140 million. Who could be happy and living their best life when you're in all of this debt and they have mounting evidence against you? Okay? And they have your cell phones and computers to boot. All right? So they know all your information at this point. And then they're putting your business out publicly. Because why is it our business that he has 8 mortgages and it's $140 million in debt to these banks? And the interesting thing is, now that I'm thinking about it, remember I told you all that Diddy allegedly had ties to a very powerful family, the Medici's, and they own the banks. Okay, how does he owe all this money to banks and he has friends who own banks? Hold on, let me just pull this up and make sure. Okay, because I know I'm not crazy. I could have sworn these people own banks. The Medici Bank. Okay, these are some Italians. A financial institution. Hold on. Exactly. These people own banks, just like I thought. Okay, and so how does he owe all this money? House of Medici. That's what they call it. Says they own a powerful dynasty, just like I told you. So I just find it real interesting. Claudette said they're dragging him through the mud. Mm-hmm. They'll be looking into his adopted daughter next, if that's her, allegedly. Yeah, and where is she? Where is this child? Because he had his twins out, but where is she? How come nobody ever sees her? I just find this all interesting. So it goes on to say, of course, we're referring to, Diddy didn't seem to be stressed about the situation he found himself in this week. And of course, we're referring to the 2 raids of his homes that they were subjected to, which left at least one of them that we know of completely trashed in the aftermath with the place looted. Exactly. How could you be having the best life? How could you just be living it up? Absolutely not. Diddy's faking the funk. They said, we know Diddy and company are furious over the way this was handled, especially since he hasn't been arrested or charged with a crime. And yet the Fed storms in regardless. It's also clear Diddy has a good support system around him. And while he's far from out of the woods at this point, he's at least comfortable enough to show his face in public. The saga continues, and at this rate, it feels like we'll be seeing and maybe hearing more from Diddy in the coming weeks. Diddy is clearly pressed. Okay, I don't care what they say. He's trying to keep up appearances. And they also said that his daughters support him, but of course they should. That's their father. They don't believe any of these things that are being said about him, even if the proof is there. They still don't believe it. Now, goes on to say this just came out too. Diddy NFT listing boasts footage of rapper going to highest bidder. Diddy's out here selling stuff, honey. This is how you know he's broke. Diddy's alleged after-hours exploits are set to be unearthed. That is, if a new listing hyping up supposed BTS videos of him is to be believed and, more importantly, purchased. Here's the deal. TMZ has been made aware of a listing on a crypto exchange site that went up by a person who purports to be in possession of a lot of Diddy footage over the years, much of which they claim features him in compromising situations. Wait a minute, what? Say what now? Do y'all hear this? I must have read this wrong. Because this isn't Diddy selling this. Somebody else is trying to sell this. Please pay attention. They said they have. Hold on. Specifically, the listing touts itself as having unreleased, never before seen private footage and photos of Diddy in his residence, private jet, studios, and various other locations engaged in private activities, and often doing and saying what appears to be very controversial things. Wow, somebody's getting exposed for filth. They also said the footage has been taken over years, much of which they claim features him in some compromising positions. So it looks like the actual blackmailer was getting blackmailed. Please pay attention. Y'all hear this, but y'all think Diddy's out there living his best life? Let me cut this fan on. Y'all think Diddy's out there living his best life with all of this going down? Oh my goodness, not compromising positions on his jets and everywhere else. Who has this footage? That's what I would like to know. And then they're selling it to the highest bidder. Going to the highest bidder, that's what it says. Doing controversial things. Now the listing claims to have video of Diddy partaking in what seems to be what is described as various dubious activities, but stops short of suggesting anything he's currently under a microscope for. Probably a freak off, okay? Different freak offs is probably what it is. Now, in any case, the listing says any interested party can have access to this massive dump that they claim to have, which they say entails over 13,000 files and 3 terabytes of content for a price, namely about $1.5 million, which is what they're hoping to sell it for. Let me tell you all something. I know who's doing this. Do you all hear this? Now, y'all don't think this is the feds doing this? The same people that went there and confiscated all that video footage and all that stuff? Okay, this sounds like a myriad, treasure trove of freak-off material. Okay? This is all crazy. Now, sounds to me, Multi-T says piss-offs. Y'all know this, come on now. We got to think critically. This likely, in my opinion, allegedly, let me just say that, could be one of those agents who went in there. Because why now? I find it very interesting that this is all coming out right now after they raided his home. Okay? Why would the person who's trying to sell this and list it on the website, why wouldn't they have done this previously? And they're asking for $1.5 million. I want you to pay attention, because what they're doing is blackmailing Diddy. Because if this stuff is on a site, the highest bidder, they're hoping Diddy will pay for it, buy it himself, so it doesn't get exposed. I want you all to pay attention. This is all crazy. This is all crazy. But let me continue. Hold on. Nina says they say that's why Andre Harrell did himself because of revenge porn. Really? They're trying to get Diddy to come out the pocket. Okay, because pay attention. What normal average person would want all of that stuff at such a high price? $1.5 million. This is clearly for Diddy to purchase this stuff back from them. One of those agents who went up in there when they raided the places probably took some of that stuff and is now trying to sell. This is all crazy. Like I said, the blackmailers getting blackmailed. Please pay attention because that's absolutely what I think. So they said they want $1.5 million, which is what they're hoping to sell it for. They say, indeed, all of this alleged Diddy content is being hawked as an NFT, and the listing says you can take it off their hands and get access to the files for a cool 425 WETH, which is wrapped Ethereum, which comes out to $1,494,032. That's or the best offer they can find. This is all crazy. Now they say FWIW, there's no evidence that backs up the notion this is legit, even though the listing claims it's 100%, and so far, there are no offers for what they're selling. It just goes to show that everyone is getting in on Diddy's feeding frenzy, on the Diddy feeding frenzy, even in crypto land. Yeah, there's no offers because that price is too high. The only person, like I said, who would be interested in spending that amount of money for that would be Diddy. Of course, the backdrop to all of this is the fact that Diddy got raided on both coasts this week by the feds. This as he's become the target of a federal investigation that's looking into various claims. Now, he's denied any wrongdoing, and he also hasn't been charged with the crime. Not yet, anyway. Okay. I just want you all to pay attention. But of course, DC said fans recorded everything to sell back to him. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I absolutely believe so. The trip down the Diddy rabbit hole is getting deeper by the day. It absolutely is. Okay, it absolutely is. Diddy is getting it all the way around. He don't know which way is up at this point. Sure doesn't. Black people recognize that this video network probably has been hacked a long time ago. That his video network probably has been hacked a long time ago. I mean, it could have been, but even if that's the truth, I just don't know why. I find it very interesting that they would be trying to put this out there to sell right after his house was raided. I think one of those agents did it. I'm sorry. If this is all out there for real, I think one of the agents did it. Okay, because think about when certain things have happened, like when Chris Brown and Rihanna got into it, and that picture of Rihanna's face got leaked. Who do you think leaked it? Who had the picture in the first place? The police did. The police did. Okay, we already know how that goes. I absolutely think one of those agents is doing it. Feds going to sell it on to the news media, and they sell it to Puffy. Somebody wants him to buy it. I'm telling you, that's what I think. This is all crazy. This is all crazy. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Okay, like and share. Now, they say his twin daughters are rallying behind their dad during this difficult time. And what's more, they don't think he deserves having his life turned upside down. Sources with direct knowledge tell us the 17-year-olds, Delilah and Jesse, have proven to be incredibly resilient after dealing with the death of their mother, Kim Porter, in 2018. And as a result, we're hearing that they aren't at all worried about what's going on with their dad. Well, they should be. Little do they know. They said we're told that they have been left dumbfounded by all the chaos surrounding their father. But despite everything, they still see him as a good guy. And what's happening to him right now is totally unwarranted. No, it's pretty warranted, beloveds. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, our sources tell us the teens have good souls and are backing their dad in everything he's facing right now, which was evident by the fact that they hit up Top Golf in Miami Thursday evening with Diddy flashing smiles and no less as a show of support for their pops. Remember, the twins were smiling and putting on a united front with Diddy despite a tumultuous week that saw their dad's Miami and LA homes raided by Homeland Security. Now, TMZ broke the story that federal agents zeroed in on electronics, including cell phones and computers, and issued a slew of subpoenas to companies tied to Diddy. They're especially interested in manifests from private jets to unravel who Diddy might have flown from state to state or even from country to country. All I'm going to say is this. Everybody around Diddy should be nervous right now. Everybody around him should be very nervous right now. Red said, I doubt they haven't seen what we've seen. Okay? Exactly. Okay, so now with that all being said, I'm going to give the last receipt and then I'm up out of here, okay? It's after midnight. Y'all know it's past my bedtime. So I'm going to play what Loon said. You all remember Loon, who was Diddy's artist who went to prison? Well, he was talking real crazy to me. I just thought he sounded ridiculous, and I just want you all to hear it. Okay, I just want you all to hear it. Naza says, poor things don't even realize the severity of their dad's legal issues. Exactly. I mean, it's sad. It's really sad for them. Okay, so I'm going to put an overlay on the screen and let you all hear what Loon said, because I'm sorry, but Loon was sounding crazy. Seemed like he was trying to lecture the people that are glad Diddy's going down.
Was there like a conversation or? I'm gonna say this: when I came home and I visited Puff for the first time in over a decade, I came as someone first and foremost grateful for everything that transpired. Secondly, as a friend, because while I was incarcerated, he took some very, very impactful losses. You know what I'm saying? Kim Porter, Andre Harrell. Understand? So to see him even come from another, you know what I'm saying? This man been going through this stuff since City College. Yeah. The 9 people got trampled and killed. People don't talk about that much, but that was the first time he had a brush with death on his watch. Then you got Biggie. You know what I'm saying? You got Rob dying. You got Craig Mack. People can say what they want to say. I'm pretty sure with certainty that this man feel some type of sympathy, you know, and compassion and loss, even for those guys. Yeah. But when you measure that to like your child's mother and your very best friend, the guy that gave you your first shot as an intern at Uptown Records, you know what I'm saying? We don't look at each other that way. And that's the problem with us as a people. It's like we keep looking at what's suitable for us. You understand? We always trying to, reciprocate some stuff that has nothing to do with the person. It's a selfish thing. It's really selfish. It's like, I'm down right now. So if it don't conform with my feelings, I don't really care. Right. And guess what? Because I'm down, I want you to be down too. You know what I'm saying? I stay clear of people like that. I always have. That's why Loon ain't never been caught up in none of the nonsense. Because I got great radar. When I see something that's, non-productive, something that's toxic, something that, you know what I'm saying, it's just of no benefit, I get the shuffling, man. Yeah. You know what was the first thing that Puff told you when you returned? Was there like a conversation, or you're gonna see it in the doc, man? In the doc, see it, yeah. I got some real classic footage for our first reunion, and I think that a lot of people won't be inspired by seeing a relationship with 2 people, regardless of whatever indifferences we had, but it was never enough to just tarnish everything that preceded. Yeah, understand? It's like a relationship, right? And I don't want nobody to take this out of context, but like when a man builds his home, and all those who share your home with you, whether it's your spouse, your kids, whatever, what you've invested in building that, you're not going to throw it away. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the wife sometimes, and I'm not trying to get no women upset, but maybe the wife sometimes may get emotional and make a knee-jerk statement or choice that she'll eventually walk back. But a man if he's invested in building up his family, his foundation, he's not going to just easily just throw that away. You know what I'm saying? And that goes with any relationship, business relationship. Me and you built this from the ground. Right. I'm not just going to throw this away. Even if you moved on and grew, whatever, I'm never going to detach myself from my humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? And with respect to that, you'll respect everybody who was involved in that. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Down to the sound man, the water boy, every assistant that laughed for 2 weeks. Everybody has some kind of role in that. And that's just the person I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm just grateful, and I just wish that most of us like that, because it would dispel a lot of this, this discord that we have for each other. It's like we're not grateful. We don't appreciate nothing, but we want everything. And we feel entitled to everything. But when we get it, we don't even appreciate it. We squander it. We blow it. We throw it away. We waste it, And then we go back into the same bitter state when we were sitting on the stoop, sharing a sandwich and a soda. Talk about how we had it. I'm going to tell you some funny story. I used to be in prison, man. It'd be dudes always used to try to get on my line to talk about, how they were doing it. Because they feel is relevant to have that conversation with me. And I used to duck it all the time. Every now and then, you get a little free time, your little boy, like, you know what? Hey, man, I've been trying to They pull out their little photo book. And they show you everything the feds took. It's like you're holding on to something that ain't there no more. Because really, you don't have none of this stuff in it. The only thing you got is this photo out picture. You know what I'm saying? And the stories that go with it. And those stories vary, depending on who you're talking to. Because you're talking to your homeboys and y'all going through memory lane, like, oh, yeah, man, I used to have Tanisha in that car, da, da, da. He knows, really. But me, now, your money was in a Brinks truck. But it really was in the shoebox. You know what I mean? The Honda becomes a Bentley. It's like, I used to just never entertain those things because it's like, I looked at it as a mental disorder, Because if you're not talking about how you're going to get back, how you're going to move better, how you're going to make better choices, how you're going to spend more time with your family, how you're going to help raise your kids, and how all the things that you squandered. Why would I sit here with you and talk about something that already preceded, never going to return, and try to live vicariously through a moment that doesn't even exist? Well, maybe my self-esteem is so beat up, I have to grab onto something. Whatever it is, miss me. Because I'm not going to contribute to your mental state. If I can't say something or do something to empower you or change the course of your thinking, then I'm in the way. I'm going to get out your way.
This is all the... What in the hell was Loon talking about? He's trying to call us crazy. Is that what he said? He said, I'm not going to contribute to your mental state. Honey, you didn't contribute to your own. Clearly, he's suffering, like Reggie said, from cognitive dissonance. And then Reggie said he's trying to make excuses. Reggie said he's trying to make excuses for his own mediocrity. Okay? I mean, this is crazy. Oh, he's a Muslim now? I thought it was a Hebrew Israelite, that big old beard. Muslims don't wear beards like that. Well, at least not the ones in the nation, but I digress. And so Claudette said, I'm confused. I am too. What was he talking about? And then he's trying to act like, he's calling us crazy. Is that what he was saying? Because he said, I'm not going to contribute to your mental state. And then he said, hold on. He said he has a good radar and he can tell when something's toxic, non-productive, and all of that. Well, why can't he see that about Diddy? Then he proceeded, ironically, to name all the people that have died around Diddy. And he doesn't find that suspicious. He said Kim Porter, Andre Harrell, Craig Mack, Biggie. Dude, you don't think that's a problem? That all the people around him dropped like flies? Trey said he was talking in circles, okay? This is all crazy, okay? Loon needs to change his name to Looney Tunes, honey, because he's making no sense. Charmaine said he's talking about the aliens at the mall and he got abducted. He sounds like it. He sounds real crazy. So anyway, I just want you all to hear that. So, you know, it's funny to me that he's sitting there defending Diddy, basically. When didn't Diddy rob him too and destroy his career? Because whatever happened to him, he had like 2 songs that I can remember. Okay, exactly. Pauline said the common denominator is Diddy. Exactly. He's sitting there naming all these people that died around him and saying, you can't tell me this man doesn't feel some sort of sympathy. Sympathy? He's likely the one who put them in their graves. Okay? Or paid to have it done, shall I say at least. I mean, that's just my opinion, pure speculation. But at the end of the day, I find it all nefarious. Anyway, with that all being said, I'm about to conclude this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right? And so with that all being said, Rachel said he might be in love with Diddy. That's what he sounded like. Seriously, sounded real crazy. Okay, and I appreciate all of you saying it's a great broadcast. We love you, Queen. We appreciate you. I appreciate you all too. Okay, that's why I'm on here. All right, so thank you all for the kind words. Y'all know I love my royals. And so enjoy the rest of this night. Y'all get y'all some rest because I know I'm going to get me some, honey. I'm going to sleep good. Okay, and so I'll be back tomorrow with more nefariousness. Okay, and so until next time, beloveds, I love you to life too, Juju. I love all of y'all to life. Okay, and so each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Hit him with that flavor. All in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. That's See right. A bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got